I remember going to the doctor that first time and having to push so hard for her to do the ultrasound, and it was like pulling teeth to get them to just do a little bit of a further evaluation. I came back to get the results and she said, yeah, it does look like you have PCOS. It could affect your fertility. This is my story. PCOS stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome. It's the number 1 reason for infertility in women in reproductive age. So I knew from the moment, actually my first period, that something was wrong. I was 13 and I remember when I told my mom, okay mom, there's this weird thing happening and I'm bleeding, and she's like, oh, no worries, that's just your period. But it would come at the beginning, even every couple of months. Into my 20s, I continued with the same irregular periods, but my symptoms started to get worse in the sense that when they would come, it was like a bloodbath, and I had to double up on tampons and pads and just be scared to go outside because I could have an accident. For a long time, I thought that this was just how my life was gonna be until I hit menopause, and then, who knew? Maybe then things would be better. Maybe if I never got my period, things would be better. Maybe if I just did remove my uterus, things would be better. But I thought it was normal, sadly, and I know that many clients feel the same way too. When, you get told for so long, you feel like you're isolated. You do feel like it's just you, but there's millions of women going through the same thing, looking for answers, looking just to feel a little better in their body, looking to gain some control on their life. It wasn't until I met my husband that I really started to reconsider my fertility. That's when I started to just look for answers on my own. The story is pretty similar. Back then, when I was 13, I'm 37 now. It's normal, this is common, there's nothing else to do about it. This is something you're just gonna have to deal with. It makes you feel like you're not in control of your body. It makes you feel like you're not in control of your life, and it's a hard situation to be in. In the beginning, when I started kind of trying to manage it on my own, I think the biggest motivator was just this desire to want to be a mom, and I wanted a healthy pregnancy, and I wanted to be a mom, and I wanted, whether I had a daughter or a son, it didn't matter. I wanted them to be healthy. I wanted, as a mom, you want to give your children just the most beautiful opportunities that you can. And if I had the chance to really prepare my body and my life to give them the best that I could, I was gonna be damn sure that I did that. I started changing my diet. So I started eating more green vegetables, drinking more water, being more aware of reducing processed foods. I took a period of about a year of just really a lifestyle overhaul before the period started getting very regular. I decided to just study more. So I went off and I got a master's in nutrition education at Columbia. And I wrote my thesis on nutrition education for women with PCOS. And we ended up turning that thesis into one of our key programs for helping women with PCOS. So that's cool. If there's one thing that I had to tell women about PCOS is that you're the boss of your body. I never imagined in my 20s that I would be living the life that I am today, that I would, after going through almost a decade of just so many symptoms and hormonal issues, and that in my late 30s, which is really what's considered when your fertility is declining and dwindling, that I would be in the best health that I've ever been in. I never imagined that at 35, when I decided, all right, now's the time to have a child, that it would have been so easy and so effortless, and that it would have been just it was such a beautiful pregnancy. So my daughter is the boss of the house, and I can't wait to teach her about her period so that she can have like a beautiful relationship with her body from the very beginning. I can't wait to like have a party and just, have her be really confident about what's happening in her body and feel like empowered throughout her life as a woman. So I'm excited for that. Every woman's body is different, and we all have different concerns surrounding our periods. We needed a community that could address these issues. I started my wellness solutions with my mom and my sister. One year, my mom decided she wanted to expand her supplement shop that she owned in the Bronx, and she said, what do you girls think about incorporating some like holistic services? And we both left our corporate jobs, and 10 years later, here we are. And really what we offer clients is just a natural approach to helping their body do what it already knows how to do. I honestly wouldn't change anything about my journey, because it's gotten me to where I am today without having gone through just feeling very hopeless and scared about my future and my fertility. I wouldn't get to do the things that I do today.